What's good, YouTube? This is Dion Smo from Smo's Modern Culinary Arts, and I am back with another National Fix League video. And I'm here to. I am a. My channel is half martial arts and half Matrix conspiracy truths, and the game of football is a Matrix program game. That is being used to deceive the masses. I still love watching the sport, but uh, it's coming to a point where it's not about the sport anymore. And when I see corruption, and when a league is stealing, from the hard-earned pockets of Americans every day, thinking that their NFL team is going to win out of straight, out of just this narrative of pure competition, that's where I have to step in and do the exposing, and that's what I'm gonna do. So, guys, this is the reason, and I've gotten a lot of questions asked. You say, well, the NFL flipped the script on the Green Bay and San Francisco game. They said, why did they flip the script last minute? Well, I'm glad you asked. And this is why the NFL flipped the script last minute, besides the fact that everyone was catching on that the NFL, see, the NFL originally wanted to do, for the 100th season, they wanted to do the Kansas City Chiefs versus the Green Bay Packers, the two State Farm games. They wanted to have a State Farm SuperBowl, for the 100th season. But they made it so obvious that people were catching on to it. People were catching on that they were doing this, and it was almost WWE-like, You know how Brock Lesnar wins every single pay-per-view now in the WWE? Yeah, it was. That's how obvious they were making, and so people were catching on to it. The NFL, there was NFL spies and executives checking out my channel, and they were seeing the comments that, they're like, this Dion guy here, man, is exposing us, man, and the people are starting to catch on to what he's saying, so. Basically, they went back to the NFL, Roger Goodell and the execs, and they put out the word, and they said, all right, well, we are going to have to flip the script. And so, they went to Aaron Rodgers, they told him, you're throwing this game, we'll pay you a little extra money to throw this game, we'll put you in another Super Bowl somewhere down the line, So, but I've come to another conclusion, too, that I think this is one of the reasons why the NFL flipped the script also. When everyone caught on that everyone was figuring out they wanted to play in a Green Bay, Kansas City Super Bowl, the State Farm Super Bowl, NFL execs caught on to it. They're like, San Francisco has a offensive assistant on their team. And that offensive assistant is a woman, and she's gay. Pump the brakes. Hold on. I'm not against gay people, and I'm not against women. Let's get that out the way. So they said, okay, what a perfect storyline to flip the script now. Now we got another storyline to back up this, this miss bomb of the Aaron Rodgers and Patrick Mahomes Super Bowl. So they said, we're going to use this. Now, I've been reading headlines, and as you can see this picture here, of Katie Sowers. It says, Katie Sowers is the first female coach and openly gay person to coach in the Super Bowl. So I'm saying this to say this. I think the NFL flipped the script to basically have this storyline narrative of Katie Sowers being the first woman to coach in a Super Bowl. Granted, she's an offensive assistant. I've talked to a few of the San Francisco players. Myself, and they told me she doesn't really do much on the team. It's more hype than anything from the media. Her being, a woman. She really doesn't do much on the team. She's not really that great of a coach, but that's what the hype is all about. And you notice in the media now, no one's really talking about the fact that how good the San Francisco defense is, how good they played in the regular season to get to the Super Bowl. What are they talking about? They're talking about Katie Sowers being the first woman to coach in a Super Bowl. And that's what this whole thing is about, to support the feminist movement, You look at all the celebrities on Twitter, all these female, Oprah, Ellen DeGeneres, like, oh, this female empowerment, oh, we need more women coaches in the Super Bowl. We need more women coaches in the NFL. It's basically to support this movement, but I don't know. I just think this is what they did to flip the script. But from when I've talked to the other players, she's really not that great of a coach. It's more hype than anything, but that's just my view and perspective on it, But I believe this is definitely why they flipped the script. What a great storyline backup to come to, But it is what it is, man. This is the NFL now, man. See, if you watch the NFL 10 to 20 years ago, man, it wasn't as rigged as it is now, and it wasn't as obvious, man. Like, you couldn't really figure out the storylines, Now they make it so obvious to where every Super Bowl is rigged. The storylines, like everything's just so obvious now, and it just takes it's very WWE like. So, but like I said, man, this is just the part of the matrix that we live in, But everyone have a great night. Smalls Modern Going Arts.